Do your knees feel stiff when you stand up from a chair or take the first steps in the morning? Many people quietly accept this as a normal part of getting older. But here is something important to understand. In many cases, the knees are not simply wearing out. They are asking for the right kind of movement and support. Please subscribe to my channel. Today I want to share 5 gentle but effective exercises that many people use to improve comfort, stability, and confidence in their knees. These movements are simple, require little space, and can be adjusted to your current level. The goal is not pushing through discomfort, but helping your body rebuild strength gradually and safely. Before we begin, it helps to understand why knee stiffness becomes more noticeable with age. For a long time, people believed knee discomfort came only from years of use, like parts slowly wearing down. Newer understanding shows something different. The muscles surrounding the joint, flexibility of movement, and circulation all play a major role in how the knees feel day to day. Think of your knees less like worn machinery and more like a garden. When the surrounding muscles are active and supported, the joint receives better nourishment and stability. Movement strengthens the muscles that protect the joint, improves flexibility, and encourages healthy circulation. These 3 elements together often make everyday movements feel smoother. Let's begin with the first exercise, which focuses on one of the most important muscle groups supporting the knee. Exercise 1 targets the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thigh. These muscles help you stand up, walk, and climb stairs. When they become weaker, the knees often take on extra strain. Sit comfortably on a bed or firm surface with your legs stretched out in front of you. Place a rolled towel under one knee so it lifts slightly. Now gently press your knee downward into the towel while keeping your legs straight. You should feel the muscles on the front of your thigh activate. Hold this gentle contraction for about 10 seconds, then slowly relax. Repeat this 10 times on each leg. Move slowly and focus on control rather than force. Many people find that slow, steady engagement works better than pushing hard. If you want a slightly greater challenge later, you can lift the entire leg a few centimeters while keeping it straight, then lower it slowly. A common question people ask is whether it is safe to move a joint that already feels uncomfortable. In most cases, gentle and controlled movement is not only safe but helpful. When joints remain still for long periods, stiffness often increases. Gradual movement helps restore fluid motion and encourages the tissues around the joint to stay active. You might imagine the joint like honey that becomes thick when left untouched. Once warmed and gently stirred, it becomes smoother again. Movement works in a similar way. Within comfortable limits, regular motion helps the knees feel more flexible over time. Now let's move to exercise 2, which strengthens the muscles at the back of the leg. These muscles, often called the hamstrings, help bend the knee and stabilize your walking pattern. A simple way to activate them is the glute bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Rest your arms comfortably at your sides. Slowly press through your heels and lift your hips upward. You do not need to lift very high. Just raise your hips until you feel your hips and the back of your legs working together. Pause briefly at the top, then lower yourself slowly back down. Perform 2 sets of 10 repetitions. If this feels challenging, you can instead stand while holding onto a chair and gently bend one knee backward, then return it to the floor. This provides a lighter version while working the same muscles. Exercise 3 focuses more directly on knee stability using a supported squat against a wall. Stand with your back against a wall and your feet slightly forward. Slowly slide downward along the wall until your knees bend to a comfortable level. You do not need to go deep. Even a small bend can be effective. Hold this position for about 10 seconds, then slowly slide back up. Start with 5 repetitions. The beauty of this exercise is that you control the difficulty by choosing how far you move downward. Over time, you may hold the position longer as your confidence grows. So far, we have focused mainly on strength. Now we turn to flexibility and joint comfort. Exercise 4 is a gentle bending and straightening movement. Lie down with both knees bent, hold behind one thigh or use a towel if needed. Slowly bend and straighten your knee in a smooth back and forth motion about 10 to 15 times. There is no need to hold the position. The goal is simply movement. After long periods of rest, the fluid inside the joint becomes less evenly distributed, which can contribute to stiffness. Gentle motion helps the joint feel more comfortable and prepared for daily activity. Many people like to do this exercise in the morning or before bedtime. Finally, Exercise 5 introduces light aerobic activity, which plays an important role in overall joint health. Aerobic movement simply means activities that gently raise your heart rate. Walking, swimming, cycling, or dancing are all excellent options. The most important rule is choosing something you enjoy and can continue consistently. A simple guideline many people use is estimating their comfortable exercise intensity by subtracting their age from 220 to approximate maximum heart rate, then aiming for about half of that effort level during activity. This usually feels like moving with purpose while still being able to speak comfortably. Try building toward about 150 minutes of moderate activity each week. This can be divided into short sessions throughout the week. Even starting with 10 minutes a day can make a meaningful difference when done consistently. When strength exercises and gentle aerobic activity are combined, many people notice improvements in mobility, balance, and confidence in daily movements. The most important thing to remember is consistency over intensity. Small, regular steps often bring better results than occasional effort. Listen to your body, move within your comfort level, and allow progress to happen gradually. If you found these exercises helpful, continue exploring movements that support leg strength and stability. With patience and regular practice, many people rediscover smoother movement and greater confidence in their everyday lives.